today we are going to review one of m0NESY's worst ever matches, the worst match he has ever played on HLTV in the recent era. This is not to poke fun at him. This is not to put him down. Purely, I'm looking to see what m0NESY did over here, a completely underdog roster. What did they do in order to actually defeat this guy? How do you tackle one of the greatest players inside of the game? So maybe m0NESY could have, changed some stuff, adjusted. And as you see here, starting on round 1, we already see the dually drop that we see so commonly to your superstar players on this map. What is crazy to me though is that he is going long. Dang, you don't see this very often where the dualies go long, just because sometimes these fights are super long range, obviously. But he's going to get in here. This is great for a late long pop, by the way. So maybe I'm going to tell you right now what I think is going on. This is purely a guess. I think that they assumed m0NESY was going to do a late long pop, which that makes perfect sense, right? Dual Beretta's close range up here in their face. This is also a really good position to counter the late long pop, because yes, you might get blind by the flash that comes through here, but the really good flashes that come over top and land right here blind everything except your position. So this is just a hardcore read. m0NESY might have done their homework and understood that Falcons was going to read that, so they do a mid pistol, right? They completely shift. So that now your dualies are not very effective, right? Like he's going to get goose here perhaps. No, mid sight. Yeah, this is just not the best spot to have dualies. Now, they're insane anywhere, but yeah, it's going to be rough for him. And they just go mid to B, so take m0NESY out of the picture. That's how you do it. He's just going to have to run through a smoke here. It's always miserable. Just a crazy kill from Max. Max, by the way, I'm pretty sure Max has the monitor at his eyeballs, like at his face. Like, it's so funny to watch. First death of the game, it was m0NESY running through a smoke, right? Take him completely out of the picture. Don't matter how good you are, you're probably not going to win that fight. For my personal experience, by the way, I think m0NESY was the greatest team I have ever scrimmed or played against inside this game. They were not the highest ranked. I played them when they were top 10 in the world at that time. I think they 22-2'd us in a scrim. I've never been killed faster. I've never been just out aimed as good as, like, as fast as these guys, man. It's unbelievable how good they are. Unbelievable. So let's go ahead and hop into this next round here. Falcons are actually going to force. I'm a little surprised m0NESY is saving $300 maybe to get the op up sooner, but that's just like, doesn't really matter, honestly. I don't like that. They do the double nade. And you can see here already, like, is that a miss nade or is that just the strat? Is that the strat to nade off the wall, or did he mess that up? Because that's weird. Yeah, he was trying to nade there. Okay, so I guess the point is if someone runs through the doors, that hits them. Huh. Okay. You don't see that too often, so I'm learning. Maybe it's new meta or something. In Pugs, I like to just do the double nade inside of doors. I love that. All right, so they get long control, and you see they're just going to leave Kerrigan out here in long to kind of patrol this side. Also, Kerrigan, bro, what are we doing with this crosshair, man? That is one big crosshair. And spoiler alert, Kerrigan had a nightmare of a game too. So Kaisuke goes down with no trade. That's very bad. And oh, dude, what are you supposed to do, man? You just get gushed before you can even peek. That's truly unlucky. Doesn't matter though. Huasa peek gives you a headshot anyway, so I'm gonna put that in the unlucky camp. I mean, Kaisuke died with no trade there. m0NESY was nowhere even close to play off of him, but we'll put that in the unlucky camp. All right, let's skip through here. Let's see what we got cooking. And you can see it's already 3 rounds into the game. This is round number 3, and we've had 0 rifles, 0 MP9. We're on pistols for the first 3 rounds. These are the worst starts. That's why I'm so surprised that Falcons decided to force on round 2, because it's like, dude, you don't even give your superstars a chance to get into the game. And you can see here, he's saving $2,700. All he's doing is the math to see how much he can save to still have an op for next round. As an opper, you really got to take care of your economy. You're not allowed to buy to that 2,000 range that like every other player is generally going to buy to. You got to save more than the rest. Yeah, this is also a good angle because it's a one shot with the 5.7. So might as well be as good as an AK if you can spam it fast enough. So he's going to start searching, and look what happens off of this, by the way. Kerrigan also is going to look through here. So if someone was in this area, they have a dual prong attack here to try to find this guy. At high level, you're not generally going to see anybody in here. If anything, you're going to find them out here. But it's still good. It's still good to clear. Just get that info for yourself. And you can see while all this is happening, m0NESY just make a flawless read again. And so far, you can see that m0NESY hasn't been able to just play and they come into him. He constantly has to fight into m0NESY. He constantly has to be the one taking the space into them. Except here, that's the fight he definitely could have won. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy by any means, but yeah, he definitely could have picked that one up. He actually beats the flash too, which was clutch. All right, so finally we have an opportunity to get an op here, and it looks like someone actually dropped it to him. Oh wow, yeah, the team built up quite the economy there. Yeah, 2 guys alive. So man, he's gonna have an op for multiple rounds now. That's a huge little note to look at right there. And he has a long spawn. I'm curious if he's gonna go long or actually peek off cat. He's gonna go long. Okay. So he's just going to come up here. m0NESY smoke corner. He shoots the op. So m0NESY now know that m0NESY is on this side of the map, meaning they're probably going to run it down mid and B. It's a huge thing that you guys can implement inside of your games. Op in this position, cut the map in half and take this space. Bully over here. Bully it. A little bit of nade peek. That's good. That's good. Now Kerrigan can get into long and he knows nothing's there, but he's respecting it. Huh. And m0NESY is actually going to go op goose. This is interesting as well. Maybe just to get a little bit of a different angle. You can see he doesn't go all the way over here too. These m0NESY players are really good at pre-firing these angles. So he's going to play a little bit wider too. When you play super talented players, that's a good little positioning trick that you can utilize. You just have to hit your shot. If you don't hit your shot, you're completely cooked. You're dead. And you're going to see a lot of operators actually choose to play over here, and then the rifler is going to play on site. We've seen this with one of the other reviews. I think it was Simple that we reviewed on the YouTube channel, where he decided to play like this as well, which changes things up a little bit. And you can see m0NESY just doesn't get any look here. m0NESY are just avoiding the opper. And I think a lot of the decision making to go B here, maybe it was early in the round. Maybe they had just decided this was going to happen. But when they get that confirmation that the op is out here, I think their IGL was just thinking, hey, like, that's, yeah, he's long. m0NESY's long. Let's get ready to just pop B it late in the round, right? There's very little chance that he's going to shoot the op over here, run all the way back through mid and get onto B site. Very, very, very little. So he's going to throw a lurk smoke. The point is this is going to bounce off the double doors twice. But he messes it up. No, m0NESY. That's tragic. He throws it too far to the right. So it bounces off this and hits this door. It's supposed to go bang, bang, and get out here. So he completely trolled his team with that. Oh, yeah, they're not going to be able to get in here now. That was a gift to m0NESY, honestly. And they're just going to save because of that. Messed up the utility so bad that they're just like, hey, not going to go in there. And you guys might be saying, dude, they're trolling. What are they doing? It's a 3v3 and they're not going for it. Guys, they look at it through percentages. That 3v3 where they just resmoke doors, they have no utility. They do have kits, but it's like B is the most unretakeable site in the game. You're not breaking this crossfire of like Max and DGT. You're just not. Like, they could whiff and still win the round just because this is the lowest percentage in the game. Dust to B bomb site, lowest percentage to retake in the game. If you lose it, it's chalk. So again, they're playing the numbers. But yeah, so anyways, they play the statistics. That's all they're doing. And you see Nico's going to try to do exit damage here. Actually, really good kill for him. They know the more T's that they can kill, obviously the more they're going to have to rebuy. The problem is at this point, m0NESY is building quite the economy. That move was actually kind of unnecessarily risky. Also, you have to realize, if you guys save with 3 people alive, while it's not fun, you're always going to be able to buy. 3 people alive, they can drop the teammates every time, and you start to really develop that economy. Now, if this happens again, they're probably going to go for it because they're going to start building a little eco through the losers bonus that they're getting, plus the people staying alive. You see Kerrigan on 2,500. Obviously someone's gonna have to drop here. You start to get players with money, so you're gonna go for it if that situation arises next time. But yeah, so let's see what they do here. m0NESY has the middle spawn. Is he gonna go long or is he gonna go fight mid this round? Let's see. He's gonna go long. So he wasn't really going for any aggressive picks. Like, one thing I teach my oppers, one things I try to get them doing is I say go for your comfort pick. For me, it's getting into lower. So when I know I'm going against a full buy early on in the game, I want to op on this line right here because I love it. It's my favorite thing to go for. Obviously, we need to do a setup then. We need to have like 1 to 2 guys on catwalk, 1 guy in lower with me. We give long and then have a B player getting ready to crunch like you saw Kerrigan and m0NESY doing earlier in the game. For some players, it's running offshore and going for that suicide pick or, you know, something like that, or doing a B walk. So go for your plays early, because if you just play behind everything, sometimes games like this can happen where you just genuinely don't get that many opportunity. m0NESY hasn't had a chance to shoot anybody with the op yet, let alone a rifle or anything, honestly. He hasn't had the chance to play the game, and it's 5 rounds in right now. Hasn't had the chance to play. So here he's going to post up on shore. He has no teammates with him, but oppers can get away with this. Also, one thing to keep in mind in this moment is you take the shot and you know what you're doing next. Most oppers are going to fall and flash as they're falling. So shoot, fall, flash, and go back to the corner if you can. But a lot of you guys at lower elos, you just sit here and you don't know what you're doing next. Always have that plan in your mind so that you know where to go, where to float, what to do. And you start to enter flow state a lot more. He's also holding super wide against these guys because, again, I'm telling you from firsthand experience of playing the m0NESY guys, they are going to wide swing everything, dude. They are just so unbelievably fast. They are going to wide peek your butt so aggressively. It's hard to catch up with them. So that's also why he's playing so wide out here. This is the 3rd map in the series, by the way. They had played him on 2 maps beforehand. So m0NESY just smokes off. He couldn't get in this game. Again, and that's more impressive than m0NESY in my eyes because, like, you guys know how good m0NESY is. He's everywhere on the map usually, and it's just hard to get him active, or hard to separate him from what you're doing, right? And he's I don't even know if he shot the op yet. Guys, has he shot the op once? Shout out to the guys watching on twitch.tv/CoJoMo. You guys are homies. We are live recording these every single time we do it. Every weekday, we're going to do a different demo review. So let me know down below in the comments who you want to see next in the series. All right, there we go. He got to shoot his op for real. He finally saw somebody. And it was in a 1v3 where it doesn't even matter. He finally saw somebody. That was one of his 3 kills, by the way. It's nightmare game for him. Nightmare game. Nightmare game. Yeah, he's still just going long. Like, I mean, he's supporting his team. Like, this is fine. But he's just not getting in the game by any means. I mean, look at m0NESY. They don't even care. Like, dude, they're bouncing all over top of each other. They're doing boost. Look, this is so nerdy. He's posting on this because he knows the oppers are going to blow up in the smoke. They're going to nade this open, and they're going to be, like, slamming their keyboard when somebody is already double scoped on them, just ready to kill them from this angle. Or I guess single scope, but you get the point. It's insane. It's this type of stuff you expect m0NESY and Falcons to be doing, but you got to keep in mind Kerrigan had just joined the team, so it's always going to be rough. I can tell you firsthand when those changes are made, especially to your IGL, things are always rough. But then you expect the Opera to have more power. The Opera can float more, run around, go crazy because it's a new system, right? Like, we're trying things out. And what's tragic, guys, once again, this is so tragic. Look where m0NESY is. He's holding middle now. And where does m0NESY go? They go out long. So once again, it's just it's crazy how isolated they made m0NESY in this game. Just constantly icing him out. I mean, dude, it's like he's playing a pacifist game right now. He's searching for Ghost. And how disrespectful, dude. On a full buy. How disrespectful is this? But guys, this is not random. This isn't lucky. They did this on purpose because at a high level, you always expect the other team to smoke cross. So this is a disrespect play that their IGL is going to call where they get exactly this look. They find a guy out here just not knowing what's going on, right? Oh my goodness, they're up on top. I didn't realize they'd be so close. Look at Tessis. He's pulling another flashbang out because he's like, oh, no way they're going to swing before they smoke cross, right? No way they're going to do that. Kayasuki is probably the only player that's technically ready here, and he's not even in a good position. And then, of course, we see m0NESY, right? He's just out in the middle of nowhere doing nothing at this point. But yeah, you see, it's just like they're making them look like silver ones, and they're not, right? Like, this is honestly like one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. Just good call after good call. And not only do they dry peek like that, they do have a smoke coming up. So it's like if they get into a messy situation where trades happen, the smoke was coming up. I think my Pug teammates like to do the m0NESY a little bit too much, where they don't wait. They're not patient and catch them off. But these are the layers of Tier 1 CS where you can do, in quotes, dumb plays because it turns out to be such a good play because they're not ready for it. Ah, now m0NESY's on a scout. What is going on? Oh, yeah, this is bad. He's not comfortable at all here. So he's just going to hold a flash here. It's like he's trying to set everybody else up, but I haven't seen him really get set up once. That's a crazy little play right there. And you can see m0NESY's even ready for it. They just flash to the smoke. That's pretty cool play, though. I mean, just look how disconnected this is, though. I hate this. Like, what are we doing? No, this is just these guys are Tier 1 pros. They you know, been playing the game for 20,000, 30,000 hours, especially like Nico and Kerrigan. Why are we flashing Kayasuki through the smoke here to fight when we aren't even ready to peek on catwalk here, right? 1,000%, like without a doubt, 1,000,000%. This is the type of stuff they review in the practice, and they're like, dude, guys, we just got to tweak the timing of this a little bit. If you guys were closer up here and peeked up with that flash, we can actually help Kayasuki and now fight together, right? Like those are the things like they would be talking about in the practices afterwards. Because here they come, right? Oh, yeah, I got you, bro. I'll help you. And boom, he actually gets blind. Oh, what a beautiful flash. Wow. Good pickup, though. Good pickup from Kerrigan. And m0NESY smoked off, right? Like, he's not going to do anything. Boom, he's dead, right? He's not doing anything. I mean, at this point, we got to start calling lots of timeouts too. Yeah, like burn through as many timeouts as you need because this is the last map in a series. You're getting your butts whooped. Technically, this is not a bad half yet. We could 5-7 it, right? I know it's optimist thinking. You win pistol, you even get 6-7 then 7-7. Optimist thinking, I understand. Also, sometimes like you need to just throw all that out the window and think one round at a time. Call timeout. What are we going to do to win this round? Okay, awesome. We won this round. What are we going to do to win next round? Okay, forget the score. Forget any of this. Take the emotion out of it and just play. Play the game. So also here, Tessus should have been dropping a flash. Did he drop a flash? Like, these are the small things. You're on a timeout. Tell me he gave m0NESY a flash. No, I don't think he did. Maybe I'm trolling. But, like, brother, you have $200 extra. He buys a kit but doesn't even fill the flash for m0NESY. It's the small details. In Tier 1 CS, it matters so much. That could be used in a retake. That could be used... Yeah, maybe I'm trolling. Maybe I just missed it or something. Was he? Oh, he thought about it. Oh, he didn't. Yeah, he thought about it. I have no clue. Maybe they have a play or something, but to me, that's just troll. Okay, so we saw this in our No Cries demo review. This is a nice little play that you do against high-level players. You crouch here and purely hold for the suicide boost. It's really good. Now, this is more m0NESY. This is what I like to see. He posts on that. He makes this play where he slips through here. This is like classic m0NESY right now. The problem is, again, 9Z, dude. 9Z. What a read, dude. They just decide off of the timeout that they're going to tempo change. And the reason that this happens is because you got to put themselves in the mind of the coach, of the players. They are literally sitting there and they're saying, guys, they just called a timeout. They're trying to adjust some part of their mid round. They're trying to adjust some part of their setup, getting m0NESY active, getting him to do something. So what does their coach say? What does their IGL do? Guys, rush. Throw all their timeout out the window because we are taking site. There is no mid round. There is no late round. We are rushing. Bomb is going to be down on site or the round's over. Either way. Negate that timeout. Get that timeout out of there. The perfect round for a tempo change. I mean, look at this. m0NESY's even in a good spot. Tessus gets one, but instantly traded, and boom. The whole team is out of the site now. And you guys just learned earlier in the demo, this is the hardest site in the game to retake. And now you've got Falcons in a 1-1-1 setup. 1-1-1-1. Just so good. So easy. m0NESY's back here, but good luck, bud. Good luck. Gets timing a little bit too. That's crazy timing on him, but good luck, dude. I mean, what are you going to do? Just another round. That timeout completely thrown out the window. Completely gone. Yeah, when you're up big and the team calls a timeout, it's a perfect time on T side to just do the tempo change. And I want you to notice something about this, by the way. They don't just straight up rush it. They do go super fast, but this is not just a straight up rush. Watch. Opper goes for the pick. So initially, he's just looking to actually crack it open this way. I think he almost gets it. So boom, they have info right there. The Opper sees the smoke come from sight. He doesn't have this trail coming in, but he knows he saw the smoke come from that direction. So, oh, dude, look at this. They're throwing great flashes, by the way. Let's steal these flashes. These flashes you have to know. Look at this. Line up there, aim as such, and jump throw. Dude, come on. Come on, man. That's just... Oh, that's an amazing round from 9Z. And it's so simple. It's just a B-pop. It's like a delayed rush, guys. If you're a lower elo player, if you haven't been following the streams, the YouTube videos, a pop is essentially where you're all there, but you're not rushing. You're going off the flashbang. You're popping in. A rush is when you're just holding W, running out, right? And then an execute is when you're throwing all the smokes and waiting for them and then going out. Some good terminology for y'all. Okay, so he's throwing delayed flashes. I might steal those flashes, by the way. The reason being is I think it's better, these. I usually throw them up here, but I think these might be better because it doesn't get blocked by any of the scaffolding. So, yeah, that might be way better. Aim there because it lands right here. It won't get blocked by this, which is my concern sometimes. Yeah, that's actually... I'm going to start throwing those. Dude, just so good, man. I mean, they're just flowing at this point too, but one guy peeks deep back here. He sees the sliver of his head. m0NESY sees the sliver of the guy's head back here. And while that's happening, the guy peeks up top. Like, just insane. This is just a complete domination, dude. Complete domination. I would say, like, 60 to 70% of the rounds, like he just hasn't been able to get into it. And that is his fault. Like that is the team's fault. Like bad reads, bad positioning. But I mean, it is also some bad luck. It is. How often do you see m0NESY losing that, man? How often? And I mean, this is just a standard pick. They're pugging at this point. They are just pugging. Just perfect crosshair placement. Perfect timing with the flashbang. Come on, man. Let's see the timing of this. I'm curious what exact seconds he throws this, because I like. Does he even have a lineup? No, he just chucks it. 150. So he threw this at 150 and it was perfect. I'm gonna keep that mentally noted. 150. Boom. Come on, man. 150. Man. It's just, he's out of it. Just outclassed right there. Outclassed. Another round where he's just gotta get a deagle smoke nade. Like, this is depressing, man. This is depressing. Now he doesn't want to peek because of the op. Teammate peeks, Kerrigan swings, so he's good. It looks like they're gonna do some like nade pop play here or something. No, he just leaves. They're playing too individual. That's the problem too. And you're better, you can get away with it. But like, I don't see any like gimmicks happening in long house where they have like a deep molly and they get someone in there. I don't see boosting. I don't see that. Again, the timings on short were so bad with the guy that was going lower. Even the round m0NESY was opping in tons. He's by himself. It's a 1-1-1-1-1 set. Like, it's just bad, right? Like, they clearly just lost their sense of purpose this game and just started playing so individual because of what m0NESY was doing. 10 rounds in, like, I would genuinely say this is one of the most flawless halves of T-Side Dust 2 I've seen. One of the most flawless reads. And Falcons, honestly, is making it a little easy for them, not gonna lie. But it's insane, bro. I have so much respect for this. See, this is a good setup here, though. Kerrigan's going to take first contact. m0NESY's playing anti-flash, so that would have been good. They're going to try to clear this out. A lot of you guys in your pugs, you just hear all this noise and you want to start running up here and looking, but then the long lurk's going to take you out, so. No, this is good. I wish Kerrigan was doing the dirty work for m0NESY here and searching, and then m0NESY could take these fights on site, though. I wish that this wasn't like this, honestly. Man, and honestly, you think he would get that kill. Oh, yeah, now Kerrigan's just running up here. It's a nice shot, but this might be the one round that they win. No, there's the long lurk. So long lurk comes back in late. Just so much pressure, so much pressure, so much pressure, man. Like, what do you do about this? Wow, yeah. And we'll do a scoreboard check right now. You see how miserable this is. I mean, dude, everyone on m0NESY is farming. Every single player is farming. And every player on Falcons is just having a nightmare game. I mean, Nico's got good ADR here. Tessus has good enemies flash. Nico has decent. That's actually really good nade damage on Dust too. That could have been from one round though. Okay. This is to negate that flash that a lot of players throw, but this is so random. Like, up on this box here, this is so random. If he gets double peeked or Nico dies here, what is he supposed to do? At this point, I think they're just like, bro, like, play random and we'll probably get around because they're not going to expect this. Honestly. You see the boost happen a lot. You see the boost right here? I haven't seen the opper be up here in tier 1 too often, though. Because I don't think it's very smart. Like, if they time this peak properly, there's no world m0NESY, like, doesn't get traded. Crazy good flick there, though. And hey, with all my criticism, they're playing together. Like, m0NESY gets a kill, Nico instantly fights as well. Like, they're playing together here. Now, their mid guys are on a different page. Like, Tessus isn't here to fight with them, but at least these two are together. Yeah, Nico goes huge for that. Nico goes huge. m0NESY falls back, and he's going to play this long corner just because he has a teammate indoors here. So finally, like, this is what I wanted to see. Like, getting Kerrigan up here, especially. Dude, they haven't flanked long a single time this game. I mean, they haven't been able to even get into the setup. They needed this control so much earlier. Oh my goodness, they really did. Because this is where he should be opping. Like, this is type of stuff. Then if it was a 5v5 especially, you could play like 2B, one kind of mid. m0NESY's here opping. Again, you have this guy blown up in the smoke, harassing. These two tethered together to stop the B push. Man, that would have been great. If anyone's ever going to be on an island, it's okay for your opper to be, as long as he's on angles like this. So that B kill comes in. m0NESY just knows through game sense that the guy's going to be mid. Thinks maybe it could be cat. Boom. They get one. You're not going to 13-0 us what they're saying. You're not going to 13-0 us. You might 13-1 us, but you ain't gonna 13-0 us. So let's see what Falcons end up doing here. It's a nice knife from m0NESY, a nice little ruby M9. Entry flash, run out, and he's gonna get shredded. Dude, such good movement. You see how active that guy's movement was? Who was that? Luchav. Look at Luchav here. Like, this is frustrating. This is not a comfy spot to be in, honestly. That's not comfy at all. But look, m0NESY's jumping around, going crazy, bouncing all over it, up and down, up and down. And he just never stops moving to the left. Eventually gets the kill, but even if he didn't, like, just that drawing m0NESY's crosshair out, making him stop, making him freeze is going to do so much good work for the team. So underrated. Yeah, m0NESY was bouncing all over it. I think he... a little too much. And they get m0NESY and AK here, which is nice, but... I'm most surprised, like, what do you do for this team? Would you not want to give Kaisuke the AK and then give m0NESY, like, the scout / Galil? Like, I feel like you'd want to give Kaisuke the AK because he's, like, the rifler star, and you want to give m0NESY any scoped gun because he's just unbelievable at the scope. And then m0NESY has an op up already. That's just criminal. That is criminal, dude. That is criminal that they already have that up. Again, such good movement there. Now, I think he completely overpeaks here. This is so overpeaking. But that was such good initial movement on this. Like, oh, so annoying. m0NESY knows he wants to kill him, but the second he gets back to this threshold, m0NESY cannot go anywhere because there is now a guy in spawn. Let's see if we can showcase this. Right here. There's a guy in spawn that will instantly kill m0NESY if he peeks. So I see. Okay, so Luchav sees him peeking. He decides, oh, I'm going to swing, and totally forgets about that angle. Yeah, it's a little too ambitious. See, they're just so aggressive. They're so hard to deal with, man. They're so annoying. m0NESY is just a pest, but that's about it for m0NESY. We see that he really did not have a chance to get into this game. Him and Kerrigan honestly just bought it out. Kerrigan ended up with 12 ADR, m0NESY with 27. Unlucky. GG go next. Let me know who you want me to review next down below in the comment section. Go check out these demo reviews live on twitch.tv/CoJoMo. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.